Hyundai has been in the automobile manufacturing business for decades, with their vast line of cars coming out each year. It's no surprise to see them taking a keen interest in the field of robotics. They started manufacturing robots in 1987, and since then they have revolutionized the world with their range of industrial cleaning and domestic robots. Other than that, they are also exporting parts around the globe. Look at their progress. One can say that they are setting their sights further into the future than most companies, but can they transform their automotive company into the next leading company in the future of cutting-edge, top-of-the-line robotics? Will Hyundai become a giant in the robotics industry? Let's find out. Hyundai recently bought controlling shares of the world's biggest and most popular engineering and robotic company, Boston Dynamics, for approximately $1.1 billion to make their dream into a reality. What they plan to do with it is to use their resources and research to upgrade the existing transportation and cargo system. But before we get into that, let's see what Boston Dynamics is and what it stands for. MIT graduate Mark Rainbert founded Boston Dynamics. His first headquarters was at MIT with Leg Laboratories' name, where he started working on robot legs that could move, jump, and walk on their own. Later, the company became independent of MIT and expanded its robot range into developing military robots, domestic robots, artificial animals, and human simulation software for industrial robots. Soon, Leg Laboratory became known as Boston Dynamics. Since then, they've focused on creating advanced robots with high mobility, dexterity, and intelligence. Google bought Boston Dynamics in 2013 and had hoped to open up their robotics division, but soon lost interest in the field. Eventually, it was then sold off to SoftBank in 2017. Boston Dynamics is responsible for launching robots like Spot and Atlas, putting both of them to work in the industry. The Spot is a four-legged robot that is 3 foot high and very sturdy in build. It can walk, climb, dig, and understand the ground it is on. The controls are very easy to learn and uses a driver remote to operate. Construction workers and engineers find it easy to capture data and perform inspections frequently and accurately with their navigation and sensory skills. With time, Boston Dynamics plans to upgrade Spot to make it more efficient. On the other hand, Atlas is a humanoid robot that gives whole-body mobility with human-level agility. It has one of the world's most compact hydraulic mobile systems and gives high power throughout its body. It has a weight of 80 kilograms and a height of 1.5 meters. So what made Hyundai choose Boston Dynamics? It was because the robot company wasn't making any real money. It was mainly a research lab rather than a manufacturing firm. Hyundai at this point thought they could use their robot technologies and combine them with their mobility expertise, thus making life easier and transforming human life in the future. Their deal was finalized in December 2020, with Hyundai buying 80% of the controlling shares of Boston Dynamics from a Japanese firm, SoftBank. The chairman of Hyundai Motor Group said, "We are delighted to have Boston Dynamics join the Hyundai team. This transaction will unite the capabilities of Hyundai Motor Group and Boston Dynamics to spearhead innovation in future mobility. The synergies created by our union offer exciting new pathways for our companies to realize our goal, providing free and safe movement and higher plane of life experiences for humanity." With this power move, Hyundai established itself as the leading firm in the robotics field. As Boston Dynamics is based in Boston and Silicon Valley, both major robot regions, Hyundai can take advantage of collaborating with skilled partners and sourcing robotic talent. With that being said, Hyundai believes that this market has the potential for significant growth. They plan on investing in logistics robots that will enhance efficiency and create logistic automation, service robots to be used in public safety and security, and healthcare to help the disabled and the elderly with mobility and care. It also broadens Hyundai's technological portfolio by increasing opportunities for robots like Spot, as they have the potential to take on tasks that are dangerous, dirty, and dull in sectors where automation is challenging to bring in. In recent news, Hyundai has been diversifying their portfolio by bringing out their performance-minded N division, which demonstrates that they are diverging out from computers and family-orientated sedans towards sports cars. They have also been reported to be working with Apple to bring out their self-driving EV by 2024. Another most interesting project is their flying taxi concept, for which planning and development are already underway. By the year 2025, they would have reportedly invested around $1.4 billion into robotics alone. Looking at this progress, it is no doubt that Hyundai is looking far into the future to bring a change. Hyundai announced the formation of New Horizons Studio by the third quarter of 2020, an initiative to focus on the development of the ultimate mobility vehicles, UMVs, and Hyundai's concept vehicle Elevate. We aim to create the world's first Transformer-class vehicle, also known as the ultimate mobility vehicle. With this statement in mind, there is no question that this development division envisions building vehicles with unprecedented mobility. The project will allow people to travel in unconventional and off-road terrain, and with Boston Dynamics specializing in making robots walk, there is a possibility that they will make use of this and develop their Hyundai Elevate. In 2019, Hyundai came up with a prototype for Hyundai Elevate, a vehicle that has legs. It will also allow the users to switch between driving and walking by elevating the entire vehicle in the air. Its legs offer 6 degrees of freedom: vertical hip, horizontal hip, knee joint, ankle, steering and spinning wheel. Also, it gives an option of driving modes, with active and passive suspension, and 2 walking modes where a vehicle can walk with higher legs like an animal or bent legs like a reptile. The best part is that it can walk on both modes simultaneously, which is perfect for rocky terrains and acting as a first responder in natural disaster situations where healthcare workers would need assistance. It is currently in development. Hyundai's New Horizons Studio's fantastic revelation in early 2021 was the second UMV and the first unscrewed design called Tiger, which stands for Transforming Intelligent Ground Excursion Robot. This excursion robot is set to carry numerous cargoes while traveling on rough terrains. It is pretty similar to the Hyundai Elevate, but the main difference is that it is designed to operate without an onboard crew, has motion sensors that can detect any life form or movement in the surroundings and move accordingly. It can also attach itself to an unscrewed aerial vehicle, also known as a UAV, which will transport it to impossible locations while charging its battery. Hyundai isn't the only one that is working in robotics. Ford, another automotive giant, is working alongside the company they invested in called Agility Motors. Their vision is to create platforms that turn physical work into a software ecosystem. So far, they have launched 2 robots named Digit and Cassie. Both are humanoid robots and are designed to help humans with mobility and locomotives. Digit is currently for sale, but Cassie has been discontinued. That being said, Ford still has a lot of work to do before competing with Hyundai. With the ideas that Hyundai presents and the work they are doing, do you think that the robotics sector is the future? Will this sector grow unexpectedly, meaning large gains for investors? And will Hyundai become the new giant in this field? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe today to Think Big Tech for more content on future innovations and technologies.